Good morning, rise and shine, little peasants. Hello, peasant Ashley. Attention, hello, we're taking attendance. Peasant Ashley, say here. Peasant Jacob, say here. Peasant Elizabeth, say here. Peasant Sarah, say here. Peasant Mark, Mark, wake up. Peasant Samuel, wake up here. Peasant Demirius, say here. Peasant every person. I'm currently at the drive-thru. Oops, let's turn this down. There goes an airplane. Shh. Disrupting my show.
Click the link below and get yourself a cameo where I'll make a special video just for you. Treat yourself or surprise someone else. It makes a great gift. Link below.
Good now. No one's behind me. You guys, last night I had a diabetes attack. And I'm not even being funny. I posted it today on my third channel. Go check it out. If you cared to know, if you're a little sensitive to that type of conversation and discussion, then please don't watch it. Please don't click it. Don't say, oh, I'm so triggered. No, you clicked it based on the title. So it's your own dang fault, okay? It's like when you walk into a room and, you know, Peasant Ashley's on the couch and she's watching a show and they say, warning. The material you are about to view may be considered disturbing to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised. And you hear that, and you're an easily triggered eggplant, and you walk your peasant way over there, and you say, I'm triggered. Well, you had a warning, didn't you? Cheapers creepers. Anyways, I'm having breakfast. Oop, it's time for my order. You guys know we had Farmer Boys the other day. It was so good. And I just had to come back for their breakfast. So I never do breakfast on YouTube. This might get no views, but that's okay. Let's find out what we get today. Peasants, I just made my order. It cost $99. So we're just gonna probably call this video, well, I don't really know yet, but we'll have to see. $99 worth of breakfast platters. And I don't even like eggs, but I got eggs because they're pretty and cute. I might dip my toast. Oh, I got sourdough toast. I got an English muffin. I also got hash browns. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, did I get enough hash browns? You would think. For $99. Can you hear me okay? You guys, I'm in a really good mood. Yesterday was, you know how they say when life goes down, you go back up, and when you're up, you go back down. I was distraught yesterday, and I think I know the culprit. I had spicy noodles for breakfast, and then I went 14 hours without eating because I had meeting after meeting and all these things to do. And it messed with my psyche, long story short. And now I know to avoid those like the plague. I don't know, it just really ruined me. I also feel like I was like very close to snapping last night with my blood sugar and feeling so overwhelmed with the amount of things I'm having to do. Cheapers creepers. But peasants, are we all here for attendance? It is time for breakfast. It is a new day. It is 10 in the morning and I'm so excited. Yay, we're back home. Hey, shoot-do, we're home. Hello, we're back home. Okay, let's be real. Let's be real for a second. Does anybody here in this classroom actually like me? Like, am I just annoying AF? But that's part of the appeal, right? I don't know. Sometimes I feel like, save $10. I should have downloaded the app. I know, I'm cheapers. I even got these little rewards, little stickers things that you put on your keys. Next time I go to Smith's. Cheap. But anyways, I hope I'm not too annoying. I feel much better. I was so down yesterday. And some people were saying too, Nick, we can tell what's going on. You're just like losing yourself in the food, which is not very like me. You know what I mean? Like every once in a while, I'll do a mukbang where it's just like, and that's all you hear for the whole video. That gets old real fast. I mean, it can be funny, whatever. But people, I think, are used to me and my spirit and my energy and my drive and my enthusiasm and also my stories. And the past couple of days, I have been just kind of drowning in my food. It just kind of snowballed. But for whatever reason, I know what it was. I had a lot of vegetables before bed. I was super hydrated as well. I went to bed before midnight. Oh, no, it was after midnight. Well, still, I got a good solid 7 hours of sleep and I just feel so much better. So we're waiting for my food, my expensive bougie food. They're probably gonna make me park. There's no way they're just gonna hand me $99 worth of food at the window. They're gonna make me park. Okay. Which I kind of prefer because I want to be able to check everything. Because this is $99. So, it's our turn. Bye. Okay, here I am parked. I knew I would have to park. Look at the palm trees. Oh, don't you love Canna Bolognese? Oh, I'm so happy today. It's also because I'm eating something different. And don't get me wrong, I love my cheeseburgers. I love my cheese. I love lots of things, but I also love breakfast. And this might get no views, but that's okay. All right. We got a Denver omelet. We got a hash brown side. We got an English muffin. We got a California omelet. We got a hash brown side. We got 1 sourdough toast. We got 2 orders of 4 hot cakes. Oh, cheaper scrub. Oh. I don't know if you saw him in the background. Oh, man. Where was I? Oh, 1 cakes platter and 1 sunny side up egg. 1 order. I don't know if this is all the food. Ah, cheaper screamers. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Excuse me. What the? That's... Okay, everybody. Shine bright like a diamond. We are having Farmer Boy's breakfast. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. All right, so let's kind of just start unboxing everything. I don't know if it can even all fit. I don't know if it's enough food. Oh my God, cheaper screamers. Oh man, this is a lot of, I know what it is. It reminds me of Cheesecake Factory. You get these big old containers, but it's really not that much food. It's not that much. It's just big containers, you know what I'm saying? So, and they slide around so easily. Ooh, how are we gonna do this, peasants? Oh, there's my toast. Oh, they did give me cutlery. Is it cutlery or cutlery? Does anybody speak English on my channel? I know y'all are peasants and dumb, but I also need some advice. This can't be everything, no. We have some more back here. Yay! We're back home. Shooby-doo. We got my pancakes, number 1. Pancakes, number 2. That's what I'm saying. They put them in these huge boxes that makes it look like, oh, it's so much food. It's not that much food. It's just not that much food. I have a ton of butter. This is great to have after having a diabetes attack. Oh my God. But you know, it is what it is. And I still have this one. Hello, peasants, can you see me? I'm gonna start taking attendance every day. What's in here? Oh, my French toast. That better be good. And my French fries. Oh, I'm so happy about that one. And I have sandwich. Ooh, greasy, and lots of ketchups. I should have got more hash browns. Is this enough food? That French fry was good. All right, peasants. 1, 2, 3. Bam! Oh my gosh, life is good. You know what? If you, oh my gosh. Yes. A diabetes in the house. And I'm not making a mockery. I'm just saying life is short, and you know what? If I already have it, I might as well do what I want. You know, I have actually one of my best friends diabetic. She does whatever, she eats whatever she wants. She says life is too short not to do what you want to do. So, oh my gosh, I love butter. Oh, this is exciting. You guys have never seen me do breakfast in like years. This is so exciting. Ooh. Let's do another layer. Let's kind of put this. Oh, they gave me so much butter. I'm so excited. Is that enough butter? I don't know. Ooh, and this is like a whipped butter. Ooh. Ooh. Are you guys excited to watch me consume this? Ooh, all these little consumers. Here we go. Well, I'm glad I took attendance. Okay, so now we need the syrups. Oh my God! This is gonna be so much fun. Okay. This is by Smucker's. Ooh, Smucker's syrups is usually pretty good. Ooh. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Dress to impress, press, press. Ooh. Oh. Mmm. All right, that's good to start. If I need more, we have plenty more. Oh my God, I don't know what to have first. Probably the pancakes I just created. Is this enough food? Breakfast time. Okay, so let's do this. I haven't had a pancake for so long, you have no idea. And you're like, oh my God, it's so much butter. Well, it's really not. I like it this way. Ooh. Yes!
Click the link below to follow my Patreon. You'll get exclusive weekly videos about my life, plus tons of mukbangs not allowed on YouTube. Link below.
We need to kind of prep. I don't do prep, but we're prepping today. Hey! Okay. Delicioso. Sausage. Mmm. Mmm. Make some room. Make some room. Make some room for Daddy's kids. This is gonna get smashed. Ooh. Okay, I'll put that there for a minute. There we go. I need to hold this up with something. I know. This will work. Don't smash the egg. Thank you. Come again. Yes. Is this enough food? Oh my God. I'm like all over the place, I know. Give me some more bacon. No, I'm gonna eat it all in 2 bites. All right, let's go. What's in here? French toast. French toast needs butter. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm kind of like trying to deal with all this food. I'm gonna stick some butters up here so I don't have to keep reaching down into the bag. Get some syrups up here, Smucker's syrups over here. Okay, okay. So everybody, last night I had a diabetic attack. Not being funny, not doing it for any type of attention. I literally asked Hungry Fat Chick, I was texting her. It was bad. It was scary. It honestly was scary. And, you know, it was like a wake-up call. I know you're all judging me right now. Because it doesn't look like I had a good enough wake-up call. Ooh. That's okay. Life goes on. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Mm-mm-mm. Ooh. I'm gonna like, oops, here we go. I was just gonna dip it. Cheers. Mmm. Mmm. I love French toast. I definitely like it more than, I like it more than pancakes. It was my favorite thing to eat as a child, did you know? Oh! Yeah, this is what I grew up on, actually. French toast. Mmm. Mmm. Oh, man. Ooh, some hash browns are on there, too. Mmm. I love hash browns more than anything. Delicious. Oh, peasants. Eating like king steak. So we have this plate over here. I did get a lot of food, didn't I? Maybe a little too much. Let's go into our burrito. Ooh, this is a big, heavy, spanking burrito. Sausage, breakfast sausage, hash browns, egg, cheese. Onions, tomato. You know what I was watching this morning when I first woke up? It was a girl from Yale University interviewing all these students, asking how they got in. Okay. And she would ask them, what were your SAT scores? What were your extracurricular activities? What was your GPA weighted? What was your GPA non-weighted? What's your nationality? What's your gender? What's your name? What's your race? All that she interviewed all these people. All these students looked so smart, except for one of them. Actually, 3 of them. Except for 3 of them. I'm like, I'm smarter than this. It was this person who was like, yeah, well, I don't really know what my GPA was, but like, yeah, you don't belong in Yale, twit. Okay. Breakfast sandwich. We got 2 layers of sausage. We got cheese and egg. Cheese pulls. Oh. Oh my God, that's so good. You know, I was gonna go to an Ivy League. I didn't apply, but I wanted to. Let's get to these omelets. I feel like I am smart enough for one of those, but I didn't have the backup credentials, you know what I mean? My GPA was pretty average. It was like a 3.2, maybe even 3.1. That omelet, though. I forget what my SAT scores were. To be honest, I have no idea. The omelet. Here, let's do some sourdough toast. Oh, they put butter on it. Let's dip it in our eggs. Can we dip it? Hi. I know this looks like a mess. This video is a mess. I'm so sorry. This is probably just like giving people anxiety. So, you know what we're gonna do? This would be my prep area. So things I want to eat one at a time I put here, such as this. Okay, I'm gonna be smart, just like the people at Yale. They are organized, except for those 3 little twits. And there's this, I don't know if they were freshmen or, I don't know. It's really hard to tell when you look at people like, are you 20 or are you 25? Or are you 30? I can't tell. There's a girl in my class in high school who legit looked 40 years old. She looked 40. Her face was so long. It's like a long face. She was mature looking. She looked old. Did I put syrup on this? She looked old, everybody, which is fine. But man, she looks so old. Hey, did you guys ever like find out that one of your classmates like died? Or someone you knew? I don't know anyone personally that's passed away in terms of like a brother, a sister, a parent, an uncle, an aunt, a cousin. Like, no, maybe extended cousins, yes. Oh yes, I take that back. No, definitely some extent. But I mean like the first circle. Mom, dad, siblings. You know, not like 4th degree cousins, 3rd degree over here. I can't keep track. But no, so I do know people that passed away there, but no one immediate. However, going back to school, it's always the weirdest feeling when you find out that someone that you like talked to every day, hung out with, played next to an orchestra, that they're dead. That happened a couple years ago. Can't remember when, but someone I played violin with died, and I don't know what it was from. Oh, I think it was alcohol related. Do you guys know, besides my one little cheat day with Carly Steele, I've been sober for 2.5 years. Did you know that? Oh, they're so fluffy. Let's get some egg. Ooh, oh, let's combine it with my pancake. That might be interesting. It's always such a funny feeling, a sad feeling, to say, I knew you, and you're gone. Let's make this a lighter subject. Let's go back to the people. Oh, you guys know how sometimes I get lost on YouTube? Not because of my channel. I mean, watching other, I fall into little holes and I go down the rabbit hole and I watch and watch and watch and watch and watch. And as far as you know, an hour has gone by. That's what people say about TikTok, right? French toast stick, let's try. That is the most specially French toast I've ever had in my life. And let me tell you why. I don't know if you can tell by listening, but it's crunchy. But it's infused with sugar. It's like powdered sugar. It tastes like a deep fried donut. Round 2, please. So when I get lost on these holes on YouTube, obviously I've been lost on the pregnancy announcement ones. Those are so cute to me. Sometimes I even cry. It's kind of funny. Watch. Deep fried sugary donut. Wow. So I do like the pregnancy announcement videos, but another hole I've got lost in. What's the guy I cheated on my order with? I just had to. I said myself. myself up good for that one. Oh. I love making him angry. He gets all like feisty and his feathers get all ruffled. Yes, I got lost in that hole. Ooh, that was such a good hole. Okay, excuse me. This is breakfast. Where are my manners? Oh, I like this new system. Having a little thing here. Anyways, oh, that's so good. We're gonna do French toast next. French toast, please. Was college acceptance. I know my story time is kind of weird right now. I'm starving. College acceptance on camera. So it's to film people's reactions when they get accepted or rejected. Some of them are so funny because they have like no emotion. It's like, accepted to Stanford, yay. UPenn acceptance, oh, I knew that would happen. You know, you need to sit down. And then you'll watch some that are crying. I love just real life. That's why I personally love mukbang. Because there's no edits, it's just genuine in the moment. Another thing I like to watch is coming out to parents or just like coming out on camera. And filming the reaction of mom and dad or whatever. It's so emotional sometimes. I just love a camera that's still. There's no text flying around, music. It's just like moment. It's life. It's raw, real life. I love it. That's what I watch personally. I like to watch roller coaster videos on YouTube where they sit in the front seat or the back seat and they just film the whole ride. No edits, no music, no this, no that, just raw footage. What else do I like to watch? I like to watch like Irish step dancing, river dance, just the whole program, start to finish. No edits, no music. Well, there's music, but you know what I mean? So yeah, filming people's reactions. In like a long, genuine situation. Like, I don't want to watch pranks. Those are all, you know, fake and super edit. And people like it. There's people that like it. Is that a hole? Well, that's syrup. Okay. Sausage. Their sausage is thick. Ooh. Ooh. We need to try this omelet. Excuse me. Oh man, we have to make some room. Okay, save this French toast for next. I just gotta try this omelet. Thank you. We have my English muffin. Oh. Oh, people, did you just see what I put on my plate? Oh, come to daddy. Come to daddy. Well, not really. That's a little creepy. All right, let's just go for it. Let's chop this up in half. It has avocado. You guys know I love avocado. There's sausage. Ooh, it looks a little dry. Has egg. Obviously, that's what omelets are made out of. Has cheese. Okay. Ooh. Mmm. That took my breath away. I think I like that more than this one. Yeah, I got two different omelets. This one here is the Denver omelet, which has ham, cheese, It's very spongy and fluffy. If you like a spongy, fluffy omelet. I almost ate the whole thing. Hello. That's all that's left. It was like out here. But this one has these textures. This one's called the California omelet. Oh, 2 forks. Every once in a while, I regret not finishing school. Sometimes. But then I ask myself, why? And the reasons don't make sense. It's not based in reality. It's nostalgia. It's thinking that it's the right thing to do. It's thinking I could have more opportunity. Not necessarily. I watched this video of a man. He worked with a team. They filmed the whole process on YouTube. It was like an undercover documentary. And they applied to 100 jobs. And they were trying to determine there's a labor shortage, labor shortage, labor shortage. Not enough people are willing to work. Labor shortage. Then we hear that in the headlines, right? Excuse me. So they were trying to determine, let's see if this is based in reality for where we live. Let's give it a try. So they spent 2 weeks typing up. It was two resumes in total. Two different types. A Caucasian name and a black name. That's how they were doing. Just to see if there's spoiler, they were called back the same equally. It's not like the white got chosen more than the black. It was literally 50-50. It was like 1% difference. Actually in favor of the black name. So, you know what they say, that sometimes they say your name can throw people off if you have a foreign name. You know, it can, people are judgmental. People have ideas already. Oh, no. But the concept was not the whole name thing. It was just, that's what they happened to do. White name and black name. And then they had 2 different versions for each black and white. They had, this black person had college education and another version had high school education. And then the white person had college education and high school education. And they sent them out to 100 job listings in their city, in a surrounding area, 100. And what they found was that there's not really a job shortage at all. And the interesting part, going back to this whole college thing, do I regret it? That the person who graduated from high school but didn't go to college was twice as likely to get called for an interview than the person with the college degree. And they're saying, how is this possible? And then they brought in some experts and they said that a lot of employees prefer people who didn't go to college. Even for like minimum wage or just entry-level positions. Because they're going to expect less. The high school people, not the college people, they'll expect less. They don't know how to negotiate. They might put up with worse conditions. In other words, they can be taken advantage of a little bit better because they don't have more education to know how the world's supposed to work. It's a reflection of the stinginess and the ickiness of some companies out there. Here's my phone. It was such a good video. Somebody said, in part-time, I've noticed that they hire folks with less experience over the ones with a lot more. 1, they don't need to pay as much because they don't get the higher starting rate for more experience. 2, they're less likely to question lower pay and less likely to question about the position changes early on. Another person said, I've straight up had a minimum wage employer tell me to never put my degree on an application for a low-level job, ever. He literally told that to me. Ever since then, it became very clear to me that employees absolutely hire a high school person over a college person, as the employees do not want someone with perceived upward mobility. That was a little fascinating. So, no, I don't regret it anymore. And it could have just been a fluke, could have been just that city. But 100 applications, 100, that seems a big enough pool to, take an army to do thousands and time and research. But for this person, that's what he concluded. Interesting. A lot of this world's most successful people never went to college. We can name them all. Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, the Amazon guy, Jeff Bezos. I mean, did Elon Musk go to college? I mean, there's so many people. And I know personally, and one of my reasons for leaving my school, the debt is scary. The student loan debt, you cannot get rid of when you claim bankruptcy. It's the only one, in most cases, it's the only form of debt you cannot get erased by claiming bankruptcy. That will follow you till you die. Which means, if you choose not to pay it off, your wages can be summoned, your things can be liquidated, the government can literally start pulling your check. They can. It's look it up. It's a scary thing. And the interest rates on those are so high. And they like to, defer them, help you out, but they're making money and money and money. Took me years to get rid of mine. And that was after I got a full ride scholarship for my second year. I'm talking about the first year, still trying to get that down. I mean, it's down now, but it took years. Years. By the end of year 2 or year 3 of mukbangs, they were done. And can you believe that? I mean, I ignored them for years too, but... So, it doesn't... Sometimes people are just destined to be leaders. They're just destined to be leaders. And sometimes a personality... And, that was one of my reasons for leaving, like I said. When I started working in New York, I learned from so many people who outright told me, Nick, we don't care what school you went to. Nick, we don't care if you have, just a performance degree or a PhD in music. We don't care if you have a master's and artistic diploma from this school and that school. We don't care. We care about who you know, who recommends you, and if you're in the right place at the right time. That's what matters more. Even your skill sometimes does not really matter. It's just knowing the right people. Being at a certain level that's acceptable, of course. Not like, can't play a scale. No, I mean, like, you're splitting fine hairs once you get to the top. And then it becomes subjective sometimes, too. This is a whole thing. I'm so sorry. I know you guys have no idea what I'm talking about. Music is subjective. This is good, this is not good, this is better, this is not better. But because you're splitting fine hairs. They're all great players overall. But this person's going to get the job, even though these people might have a million more degrees because this person knew this person because they worked on a show and the producer liked them and they just carried them over and they got the gig. And these people are poor and scrambling with 4 degrees under their name. It's the reality. And not one person told me differently. And I've met a lot of people in a span of 2 or 3 years while I was in DC and New York. Not one, even people at my own college. I hate to say, I don't know if I should admit this, though I don't know if they still work there, but they literally told me, Nick, you have potential, you're skilled. Let me tell you, you don't need this degree to do anything. That you aspire to do, you don't need it. Now, the things you do to pursue a degree can be the building blocks and the, kind of building yourself up for skills, but you can get skills outside college too. Newsflash, a lot of people don't believe that or think it or realize that, yes, you can. I talked to this one guy, producer, Broadway. I literally was in his apartment one day. We were just playing around, like music playing around. And he, what was he saying? I lost my train of thought, but something about, he said he never hires people from Juilliard or Manhattan School of Music. I'm like, what? Those are the top schools in this city. He's like, yeah, but they're not well-rounded, and they might be like, have the caliber of really technical stuff on the violin. I'm doing my fingers like this because that's how you do on the violin. Thank you, goodbye. He's like, yeah, but their life experience is being locked up in a practice room for 7 hours a day. That messes with your psyche. It's not worth having someone that can play slightly better. Again, splitting fine hairs with someone that maybe went to slightly less prestigious school, but they can play the same thing just as well, but they've also lived their life. He's like, I stay away from those people. If they went to Joy, I don't hire them. I'm like, and when I heard this, I'm like, what? The point of going to school is to get a job, and you're telling me that you're hiring people as a producer and you're not hiring them because they went to school to get a job? And it just opened my eyes. Some things, this is obviously, it depends on what profession you're talking about, and what you aspire to do. But my 2 cents is that going to school is not the only way to make it in the world. It's just not. Okay, I need to keep eating, I'm so sorry. I've tried everything, haven't I? Let's do another French toast. Where did it go? Oh. You give me an English muffin, honestly, I'm not a fan of those, really. Unless there's lots of butter and stuff, but speaking of butter, let's get some. But there's something to also be said about the people who do pursue higher education, the people that have this drive and this yearning for knowledge, and they're questioning life. I was watching, it wasn't Ancient Aliens, it was a documentary on Showtime about UFO. It was called UFO. And there's this lady there who was so smart, and she was a researcher about aliens and UFOs. And did you know it's not a matter of belief of, oh, do UFOs exist? Oh no, because there is fact. There's no debate about whether UFOs exist. That it is a fact. Now, who they are, where they come from, why they're here, that can be debated. But the fact, the mere existence of them is no longer, in this day and age, just an opinion. Anyways, she was a researcher and stuff, and oh no, I've lost my train of thought. My mind's turning to butter. Oh no! I was talking about school or something. What was I talking about? Did she mention her school? No. I don't even know what I was saying. Oh yeah, having a drive to learn stuff. Oh yeah, that's the unknown. It's a mysterious subject. Aliens, UFOs. I don't think she had to go to school to take Aliens 101 course from Boston University. I don't think so. You know what I mean? Sometimes your skills in an area can be, well, obtained, maintained, built upon, all those things. You can grow your skill sets for something that interests you outside of school. I guarantee there's no school courses on studying spacecraft. No, not NASA astronaut stuff. I mean, like, the unknown. And she probably maybe went to school for stuff, but so I mean, the skills that she learned in school helped her be able to do that job independently as a self-sufficient, self-directed researcher. And now people hire her all the time, and then she was on this show because she's the girl. She's the gig. She's the person in that field that everyone turns to. Now, did she major in aliens? Alien Discussions 101? No, she did not. So, a point I'm trying to make is that, you know, sometimes when you go to school, it's teaching you how to problem solve. It's teaching you how to follow directions. It's not that those things are important to you and you need them for life. It's the basic understanding of how to solve problems, how to discover solutions, how to offer solutions to challenges, obstacles. It's those building blocks of skills that you learn in school. You know, that's all I'm trying to say. Goodbye. This conversation is getting annoying. But long story short, I do like watching people open up their acceptance letters. And with that said, I love the idea of advanced schools, noble schools, Ivy Leagues, you know, prestigious institutions. I think they have their place and they should exist. Because, you know, it helps people from not aspiring to do good things in this world. We need people wanting to go to these schools and be prestigious because it helps the mind. So part of that's why I say I'm like I identify with those groups of people, like studying, thinking. But then I think of all the work too. I'm like, oh, yeah. Oh, this French toast is good, everybody. Let's have more egg. How do you guys eat these sunny side up eggs? I know a lot of people like to eat them with toast, where they kind of dip it in. Who would have ever thought that toast? I mean, eggs are so wonderful. Who's the first person to eat an egg? Watch a chicken poop it out, and they're like, "Let me cut it open and put it in my mouth." Who decided that first? Who? The Japanese? The Chinese? Maybe ancient civilization, maybe the Mayans, the Incas, I don't know. Who saw a chicken poop out this thing and said, "Let me put it in my mouth"? Does anybody know? I don't think no one knows. I guess when you're really hungry, you eat everything. That's a fact. Ooh, more bacon, please. Yes, please. So, sausage, please. Eggs, bacon. What's that? Sausage. The sausage game that kids play. But how's it start? It's like eggs, bacon, grits, say sausage. Everybody say bacon, eggs. Everybody say eggs, bacon, grits, sausage. That was a good song. I usually don't like trash, but that's a nice, funny trash to enjoy. I just love sausage. And don't tell me, see, this is what I believed when I was vegan. It's not the sausage you love, it's the season, it's the way it's prepared. Because if you bite into a cow raw, how it naturally is, you won't enjoy it. You have to add all these preparations to it to enjoy it. So I don't really like to eat cow. Like a true carnivore that just bites into it. You like to eat it prepped. All right, as you eat bread, which is prepped, as you eat vegan hash browns, which are prepped, everything is prepped. Are you going out into the grass and eating wheat stalk raw? No, you're not. You're prepping it. What the heck? All your vegan cheese comes from soy. Are you going out and eating the soybeans from the earth? No, you're prepping it. So I don't want to hear that, A. It's so funny, actually, if you think about it. Sugar. I mean, think of all the things that vegans eat that have sugar. You're not eating... Do you know how sugar's made? It's sugar cane. It's this big and thick. You have to like pulverize it to get any sugar out. You bite into it, you'll break your teeth. It's a stalk of grass. But you love your sugar. So like that argument is so unsound. Well, you have to prep it so it's not natural. Yeah, well, so is all your... Even nuts. You have to process the nuts. Sometimes you have to even roast them, like cashews, to be physically able to eat them, whatever. Another argument is as well, the seasoning. Well, let me tell you, vegans. I've had your seasoned sausage before. The same amount of seasoning, the same profile ratio of this flavor and this spice and this herb, whatever is comprised of breakfast sausage. I kind of looked that up. Why does breakfast sausage taste different than other sausages? What do they add to it? What are those flavors? I want to know. Well, the vegans know. And the vegans have made their own vegan sausage. But it's not from a cow. It comes from probably soy, as most those vegan things do. It don't taste the same. It just doesn't. It just doesn't. And so there's strike two. You saying it's just the flavor? No, it's not. It's the grease of the cow. It's the meat, it's the grease. It's the natural flavor coming out. That don't come out from your soybean patty, miss. Orlin and I used to laugh really hard at a video. It's not viral, so you'll never find it, but it is in a compilation on YouTube, which you can find when you just look at just type into YouTube veganism. Just type in the words vegan epitome of malnourishment, and there's like 4 installments. There's like 5 episodes. Episode 1, episode 2. They're compilations of people who go vegan, and they document on YouTube, and they show what they looked like on day 1, and they show what they look like 2, 3, 4 years into it, and they all turn to zombies. It's hilarious. Oh my god. And the vegans are like, that's so judgmental, so plastic, so superficial. Who cares what you look like? Well, excuse me, vegan, you're the one that says your outward appearance is an indication of the health of your organs. You say it all the time. Ooh, you have acne? It's because you ate meat, because your body's toxic. Oop, you don't have this type of, your hair's not good or whatever. Oop, that's because you ate toxic food. Well, now you're eating all these healthy foods and you're rotting. But, double standards for vegans. But anyways, in one of those compilations, I recommend watching all of them. If you're ever thinking about going vegan, just watch them and stay far away. But they're really funny too, and sad. Some of those people have already died from malnourishment. But one of them, and one is of the video me and Orlin used to laugh at, of a guy saying, "Don't eat the animals. Where's your compassion? We're not made to eat animals." And as he says this, his front tooth flies out. It just flies out while he's screaming about not eating animals. He's that malnourished, eating his soybeans and his fruits, that his tooth flew out mid-sentence. It was just the most ironic clip in the world. Don't eat the animals. Where's your compassion? We're not meant to eat those. And then the tooth flies right out. Oh, man. Speaking of vegans, one of my friends sent this to me the other day. Did he text it to me? I know he did. Let's find it. Here we go. I don't know if you can see that, but there's like a strong man on the, well, I guess that would be your left. And then there's a scary looking zombie looking person on the right. That's a vegan. Okay, can you read any of that? Just look at the 2 images. I'll read it to you. So the attractive man with the muscles says, "Hey, are you aware that a vegan diet lacks vitamins A, B6, B12, D, F, K2, CLA, carotene, cholesterol, which you actually need. Don't forget, you need good cholesterol. Having none is just as bad. Oh, your body makes it. Heme, iron, saturated fat, blah, blah, blah." And then the vegans over there saying, "Show me the studies," as they're like dietary. And I told my friend, like, you know what they forgot to add to that list? Don't forget collagen. That's a huge one that they don't get at all. Or DHA and EPA. And, yes, you can find, for example, vitamin, well, D is kind of tricky. But let's say vitamin A or K2. You can find these things in plants, but are you absorbing them is another question. Do you have the genetic makeup and ability to properly absorb them? People comment this too. They comment all the time. "You should go vegan. You are so skinny and happy." No. I just need to have better control. Maybe eat a little bit less. What is this? Oh my god. But I don't need to go vegan. And look at me, I'm actually kind of full. You're like, "Wow, you barely ate." Excuse me, I ate an entire burrito. I ate 2 whole entire omelets. All that's left on this one's hash brown and bread. Okay, so clearly I like the omelets. Well, I actually also loved the French toast. I ate more French toast than, I had what, 2 or 3 pancakes. They're good. I got a little too many. I ate all 3 French toast sticks. I ate probably almost half of this burrito. I'll have another bite. Let me just, I did good. We had probably 2,000 or 3,000 calories in front of you today. It was so fun. Didn't you have fun today? Eating different things, talking about smart people at Yale. One of my violin teachers went to Yale. All these smart people. I identify as Ivy League. But I mostly identify as skinny. Ooh, is that a bug? No. I have a lot to do today. I have to cut my hair. I have to drive to the UPS store to return something, and just the action of getting into the car, carrying boxes, getting back into the car, coming back here, going to the elevator, coming all the way up here. It's like, that wipes me out. That's why I had like a breakdown yesterday. Every little action of carrying something, walking, you know, my body's kind of giving out. I'm gonna have to make some changes soon, you know. And I don't know how, I don't know what. If you guys want to help me, comment down below. What should I do? Does anybody know? But that's why I get so overwhelmed so easily, because I wish I could just go to the hair cutter, but I can't because I pass out. It's a weird problem I have. So I have to cut my hair my own self. And I brought my hair clipper or whatever, but still. My hair's not that bad, but it is getting pretty long, especially on the sides. And the spike area needs to come down slightly. Once it gets too long, it starts kind of curling, or kind of like getting wavy. Not curl, I'd say just slight waves. Humidity makes it start sagging, and then it just looks like I'm really unkept. I like to be clean cut, thank you. Last bite. I feel like this video is dragging on, and I am full. I ate all my bacon, I ate all my sausage. Okay, I need to stop complaining. This is 10,000 calories in front of me. I probably had 3,000 calories of food. Thank you, farmer boys, for being so special, so delicious. I enjoyed this wholeheartedly. There's a fruit fly. I love how I buy like one banana and these fruit flies just appear. Thank you everybody for watching my video. It was so good to spend time with you. Please subscribe if you're new, or just consider it. You know, I don't have to tell you, you know to subscribe. What you don't know to do is everything on my merch store is $10 off for like 3 more days. And I'm also doing $50 off cameos for probably about 3 more days as well. So if any of those 2 things interest you, and my Patreon spots are still becoming opening here and there. So check it out. All 3 links to those 3 things are in the description. Check them out. And I'll see you tomorrow, peasants. Thank you for a great day.
Hi, it's me. I'd like to thank all my patrons for supporting this video, and an even bigger thank you to my executive producers, Jamie Nikocado, Princess Abby, and C Butter. If you'd like to support my channel a little bit extra, or if you just want to see the real, unfiltered side of these videos, click the link in the description box and consider joining all of us over on Patreon. You'll get to see weekly videos and a much more candid side of me. Oh, and by the way, you have to be a grown-up to follow. Patreon's really for my closest followers only, and new openings become available on a first-come, first-served basis. So if you see an opening, hurry up. And if you want to hear from me personally, get yourself a video directly from me on Cameo, where I can surprise you with a video straight to your phone or your computer. You can also hire me to tell off your friend. If you want more, check out my merch store and get yourself a Waterweight t-shirt. Patreon, Cameo, and merch are all linked in the description box. Thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.